Hi, I'm Kat, and this is today's tarot for Monday, January 18th. The first card that we have for today is the Seven of Pentacles. This card is reminding us to have patience with ourselves and to make sure that we plot our garden accordingly. So you may have decided that this year is all about manifesting a project that you want to create, a project of your heart. And this card is reminding us to look back at your past and look at the fruits of your labor and how they've manifest and plot your course. Make some strategy as far as, how do you want your plot to look? What steps do you need to take to get there? Sometimes it's best to actually look at the end result and take your steps back from that so that you can plot your course, so that you can actually have the most abundant crop, quite literally. Right now, a lot of people are plotting their garden crops. Well, plotting and strategizing your life is really similar. Where do you want to be at the end of the year? Where do you want to be at 6 months' time? Where do you want to be at 3 months' time, 2 months' time? It tells you what you need to do in that step to actualize your dreams. And that's what we're doing today. You have to take into consideration that this person is wearing two different boots, so they may have to take care of things on the daily and then also spend time towards manifesting their dream and balancing both worlds. And so we're in that place right now of acknowledging what's worked, what hasn't worked, and what we're going to do differently, and having patience and knowing that those fruits will ripen in time. The second card that we have for today is the Four of Wands. And so fours are numbers of stabilization, and wands are our fire as far as an element in our being. It's our will. And so we have stabilized will and stabilized effort. And so it's telling us that ultimately safety and security is there for us when we can solidify the direction that we're going in, right? We're not just moving in one direction, we're trying to create stability for ourselves so that we have a place that we can return to when chaos hits our lives or the world. It's just something that happens. It's also reminding us to have a daily practice where we can return to rest and relaxation, because that's ultimately where our body brings us back into balance. The third card that we have for today is a major arcana. It is the Justice card. This is a relationship ruled card. It governs Libra and Venus as its planet that rules over it. And the character that you can see in this card is measuring and weighing things. She has scales out. She's trying to be just in her decision making. And so this is asking us too to look forward into what we're trying to create in life and to be just as far as our own actions and who we have around us, and is that in alignment with ultimately what we are trying to manifest and what calls to our greatest becoming and greatest potential in this life. And this is having a justness in measurement and seeing, will this work, will this not work, and not being emotionally about it, but being detached by it in more of a sense of like, yes, this will not work, or yes, this will work, keep it, no, this will not work, let it go, and not having as much sentimentality around it. Now, this also is asking us, in the place of relationship, like, what are you willing to cut out of your life so that you can have relationship, and what is absolutely necessary for you in relationship, and not just in intimate relationships, but in business relationships, in friendships, in any one-on-one close relationships with people. And ultimately, it's telling us that if you see yourself as going in one direction, sometimes you just have to do what needs to be done to get there, right? Your day may be full, but you may want more out of life. And, are you going to sacrifice getting on social media so that you can actually put your energy towards something that's going to bring you joy and satisfaction? Or, does it work for you? Does that help you? Well, that's the energy of this card, is having this inner justice in your own self of measuring if something is going to help take you where you need to go, or if it's just ultimately a distraction. And it also comes into relationship as well, as far as how we interact with people, how we communicate with people, and ultimately, if we want a relationship in life, how do we exchange with that human being so that that can be possible? The Justice card. How do we choose with full awareness of the outcome of our choices? And how do we accept the outcome of our choices in knowing that it is just because we made that choice? So choose wisely and measure everything at least 2 times, right? In the seamstress world, we say measure everything twice, cut once. All right, don't just measure it once, measure it twice, just to make sure. So that is our tarot reading for today. We do have some really interesting astrological influences going on right now. I went more in depth around that on my last reading that I put out on Saturday, I believe. So if you'd like to know more about that, look for that week Astro Tarot snapshot from January 16th to the 22nd, and you'll see more information on that. But aside from that, I hope you have a beautiful week and tap into yourself and can anchor your arrow in the direction of where you want to shoot so that you can get there. I send you so much love, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.